Who is this actually good for, who should skip it, and is it worth the price for normal everyday buyers? If you're the kind of person who spends a lot of time tweaking a gaming rig or you run a small home office that can't afford a sudden power outage, the answer might be a solid yes. If you only need a brief surge protector for occasional laptop charging, you'll probably find a cheaper strip more sensible. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I hear a lot of hesitation when people first talk about UPS units for a gaming PC. The fear is that the box will be huge, the battery will last a few minutes, or the price tag will swallow a month's rent. In reality, the decision comes down to three things: how long you need power to stay online, how clean that power needs to be, and what you're protecting besides the GPU. The Tripp Lite Eaton series SmartOnline 1500VA, model SU 1500 RTX LCDN, sits squarely at the intersection of those concerns, but you still have to decide if its strengths line up with your daily routine. First off, let's talk about the pure sine wave double conversion design. In a typical PC power supply, a line interactive UPS will simply ride the incoming AC waveform and add a little battery boost when the voltage dips. The Eaton series, however, fully converts incoming AC to DC, then back to a clean sinusoidal AC before it reaches your components. That means any power-sensitive gear high-end graphics cards, overclocked CPUs, or even a LAN card for low-latency gaming gets a consistently smooth supply. In practice, I've seen users report that their systems stay stable during brief brownouts that would otherwise cause a crash or a sudden shutdown. If you've ever lost a multiplayer match because the house flickered, this UPS can save you that frustration. The unit also includes a network web card, which most people overlook until they need remote monitoring. With the card installed, you can log into the UPS via a browser or a dedicated app and see battery charge, load percentage, and even schedule shutdowns. For a gamer who streams or a freelance designer who runs render farms overnight, that remote visibility is a real time saver. You can set a threshold so the machine automatically powers down if the battery drops below, say, 10%, preventing data loss without you having to be at the desk. Now, who should actually buy this thing? If you have a mid to high-end gaming rig, think a 250W or higher GPU, a powerful CPU, and several drives. This UPS gives you enough capacity to keep everything running for anywhere from 5 to 12 minutes, depending on load. That's usually enough time to save your game, upload your progress, or let a UPS-controlled UPS software shut the rig down safely. The 1350W rating also means you can plug in a monitor, router, and maybe a small external SSD without tripping the breaker. For a small home studio or a dedicated streaming setup, the extra headroom can be the difference between an elegant shutdown and a panicked reboot. On the flip side, if you're running a modest build, say a single mid-range GPU and a couple of USB peripherals, the extra cost of a double conversion unit may be overkill. A line interactive UPS with a lower VA rating could handle your load for the same duration at a fraction of the price. The same holds true if you simply need backup power for a router or a few lights. A small wall mount UPS will accomplish that without the rack mount footprint. Speaking of footprint, the 2U rack mount design is a practical strength if you already have a server rack, a stackable enclosure, or plan to keep your desk neat. The unit can also be set up as a tower, which fits into most desktop spaces without looking like a clunky box. However, the size does mean you'll need a bit more real estate on your desk or in your rack, and those who are accustomed to compact surge strips may feel the UPS is bulky. A practical weakness that some owners notice is the battery replacement schedule. The battery is user replaceable, which is a plus, but the cells are large, and you'll need the correct model to match the voltage and capacity. If you're not comfortable opening the unit, you'll likely need to call support or a local electronics shop. That said, the 2-year warranty and the included $250,000 insurance coverage give peace of mind that you won't be left with a dead battery after the warranty expires. Another subtle trade-off is the LCD front panel. It's bright, easy to read, and shows real-time load, input voltage, and battery status. Yet, The interface is fairly basic. You can't dig into detailed logs without connecting the network card or using third-party software. If you love fiddling with graphs and historical data, you'll need to set up the web interface first. For most gamers, the quick glance at running on battery is enough, but power enthusiasts who like to see trends over weeks might find it limiting. So, where does the value really come from? It isn't just the 1500 VA rating, it's the combination of